You are listening to the Photographic Podcast. Your hosts are Jay, Justin, Mike, and Valentine. Welcome back, everybody.
What up? With the noises, good God.
So, how do y'all keep up with social media? Like the new coming trends, like with changes in the algorithm on Instagram or new social medias like TikTok or new forms on Instagram besides the algorithm like stories or reels. Do y'all try to even keep up with all that stuff, or what do you do?
Not in like you mean for if you're referring to our own content, I am the worst. I think we all know how often we don't post as much to make sure that we're staying on top of, especially me lately, haven't been posting enough to stay on top of whatever the algorithms are and how they change.
Sure.
So as far as that goes, but I consume plenty of social media way more.
Same.
Yeah, I would say I try to like the reels and stuff. I feel like I participate in those decently. Over the past few weeks, I don't think I haven't really posted a whole lot, but here and there I will. And I try to like the stories and all that crap. I'll do those every now and then.
Yeah.
But like TikTok, I told myself I would not touch TikTok, and I still haven't. I'll like watch videos on there,
Yeah.
like without making a login, but
Mhm.
I'm not about to make a damn TikTok.
Sure.
It's too much. I mean, and that's basically what they did with IG and stuff. It's like now the little reels are it's like fucking TikTok.
Yeah. Yeah. Just the video quality does not transfer over, which I find hilarious, but
Right.
also
Oh,
kind of
really?
frustrating. I don't keep up with any of it. In fact, I don't even really post on my Instagram anymore. We talked about that the last episode, but like, I don't know, with all the new algorithms and the new ways to like get caught up to gain new followers, it's its own job just trying to do the research to figure out how to work these systems that like I just don't care anymore. I just want to take my photos and show them to the people that might be interested, and that's it. Like I just I don't know. It's almost
Yeah.
so much that I just want to like get off all this bullshit
Sometimes,
and
yeah.
just make pretty photos and maybe put them up at a coffee shop somewhere someday, something. I don't know. But
Yeah.
it's just so much work and not very rewarding. Like I don't
Yeah.
find it creative to like spend an hour and a half every day looking at different hashtags and doing the math on which ones are the ones that are trendy to get my photo an extra 10 likes. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For a while, whenever I was staying on top of posting and out and shooting and generating the content in order to get it up there, it becomes addictive. It's almost like one of those track your step apps
Mhm.
that you get on your watch or whatever. Like you start focusing on the achievements of tracking the steps,
Right.
and then it kind of gets you to create in the relationship there with Instagram is to get you to create the content so that you can keep tracking how many likes you get, so that there's engagements, and that part of it can be addictive when you're doing it.
Yeah.
But then you take a step back from it. You're a little bit slower. Content you didn't have as many opportunities. You kind of step back off of it a little bit, and then you don't have the content to post to keep engagement up like you were, and you kind of realize like, whew, that was a whole lot of stress that was kind of putting me through trying to stay on top of all that stuff all the time. And
Yeah.
is it really worth doing that? And I think I'm with you. Like, I don't know if it really is all the time, but I still want to post things to Instagram, and I have 2 different accounts that I post things to. But I think I'm just going to keep them like I originally intended and just have them there for if somebody wants to see what my work is. It's like a quick snapshot. It's not a full on portfolio, but it gives you an idea of my work quality. And I think that going forward, that's at least for now, that's kind of going to be my mindset on it. I don't really want to fight the algorithms.
Sure. Yeah. No. I'm done fighting stuff. I just I don't know. It's so much to keep up with, and like it just kind of like kills my desire to even try. Because like I don't know how to put it. It's so exhausting trying to keep up with like all the stuff that each platform does to like change the
Right.
algorithm and fine tune it more and more and more and more, and it makes it harder for people to get noticed, and it just kind of takes the fun out of stuff. Because like
Yeah.
I'm an artist, or at least I'd like to think of myself as an artist. I just want people to look at my art. I don't want to have to do like I don't want to have to go to fucking college to get more eyes on on my on my on my work. I just want my work to speak for itself. But I kind of want that for everybody else too. Like post your street photography and hashtag street photography. Why does
Right.
it need 30 other hashtags? Like, uh,
Yeah. Yeah. And I guess it's kind of one of those
Notice with hashtags too.
yeah.
Eh.
Well, it's like I feel like it's almost like somebody standing over your shoulder all the time with stuff like that, you know.
Mhm.
If you're constantly trying to
Mhm.
stay engaged with it, it's like, come on, motherfucker, I'll get it done when I get it done.
right.
Like, stop asking.
Stop.
But I mean, it's you putting that on yourself because of the addiction or that feedback, the addiction to the feedback that you get when
Right.
people like the thing, and so
But
yeah,
Mhm.
I don't know how other people feel about it. But I mean, like for me, I would rather. I want more eyes on my work so that I could possibly get paid for it. I don't care about the likes. I just want people to see my stuff and be interested in enough to maybe buy it or pay me to make
But
more. Um, and
yeah, I get you.
I know that Instagram's designed to do that for people. I mean, not necessarily get them paid, but the exposure is supposed to help
right.
you get paid work. But
The
at the same
opportunity
time,
for the eyes, yeah,
yeah. But at the same time, like I don't remember who brought it up, but like the people who look at our photos 90% of the time are other photographers. They're
yeah,
not going to pay
that's
you for
fact.
your work. You want people who aren't photographers to look at your work that will pay you for your work. But how do you get
Yeah,
in
and
front of them?
I feel like that most of those engagements don't happen on
Instagram.
Instagram.
IG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
True.
I feel like a lot of that is you out there hustling it,
Mhm.
like
Going out,
outside. Yeah,
selling, selling, selling at work.
yeah.
Right.
I really think that that's the way. I mean, it's nice that Instagram is there, and I do appreciate having a place to kind of create like a home base for my most current and relevant works.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I haven't really seen any real gain. I mean, with over 1,000 followers and nobody's contacted me on Instagram and been like, here, let me give you some money for this. So
Yeah, at
any
least nothing like commercial worthy or like something where it's like some real shit. Like, hey, I have like, Airbnbs, or maybe can you come shoot my Airbnb or my hotel or some shit,
right,
like something that's worth it versus just, hey, can we do like a session? Do you do TFP?
right,
Right.
Do you like the little stuff? But
yeah,
yeah, I want some real shit. I want someone to be like, hey, come shoot these properties or something
yeah.
more
I think
commercialized.
that's the thing we have to go. I mean, if that was the thing you would want to do, would be doing like commercial properties, uh, real estate, that kind of thing. And you'd have to just go to the places that do that and figure out who you need to get into contact with to do it. I don't think
Emails.
that you're not going to, I don't think you're really going to get too much of that kind of stuff because your Instagram account has followers.
Right.
Yeah, normally no. That's why also people like they'll migrate to like YouTube too
Yeah.
to like get out there via YouTube, like different formats.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's true. Like if you see something like, hey, I want to get into food or whatever, find out whoever the hell is out there and find out what their contact is and contact them, email, whatever, and say, hey, I do this, I do that, here's my stuff. And then they'll look at it and be like, okay,
Yeah.
or no,
And I
like
kind of
how I
feel
reached
like,
out to those people.
yeah. And I feel like that social media in a way is important to have your current relevant quality work to post to. Because I feel like
Yeah.
that when you do go talk to those people, that they're going to go, all right, who's this guy? And pull up your
Yeah,
social
look you
media
up,
and
yeah.
figure out,
Or
well,
your name. It'll pop up.
photographer,
Just type in your whole name.
Instagram. Yeah, look at this guy. And I think that
Yeah.
I think it's relevant in that way,
Sure.
but it's a headache in other ways.
And I would also say at the same token, if you don't really have like a niche, it's a little bit harder too. Because if you like portraits and landscapes and this and that and blah blah blah, and if you don't just have like, hey, I have all these real estate photos to like show someone, then it's like, hey, look, this is what I do, and you can pinpoint real estate. But if they're on your page and they see a portrait here, this there, like,
Mhm.
okay, where the hell is real estate at on here? Like, I don't see any houses or anything, and it's like, I mean, I guess you could like create your separate portfolio for different things,
Mhm.
just like have like a little set of pictures or something for different things you've done.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, having like a niche actually comes in handy with stuff like that, so people know like, okay, you're a landscape photographer. Okay, you can pinpoint people.
Yeah. I think that's why, people are always talking about going through your Instagram and, culling it down a little bit from, maybe a bunch of stuff you did last year. Maybe your style changed a little bit. Maybe you got different colors you're working with this year, things like that
Mm-hmm.
to make it more attractive, because while those things can also garner you more likes, it will also make the people who might want to give you money happier with seeing relevant, like you said, more niche down relevant work in a style
Mm-hmm.
that they're expecting.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
I like that idea, but I just from a creative
It's
side,
not creative.
it's not creative. No,
It's not.
It's
That's
It's not.
specifically about making money and using it to that end.
Exactly.
But for the creative
Exactly.
side, man, and that goes back to what I was saying a second ago. For the creative side,
Mhm.
leave me alone. Let me fucking post when it's done. That kind of
Right.
thing.
That's the thing. It's like you have your creative photographers like us, and then you have the ones who were like more conservative and this is what I do. And I don't know, maybe they feel like it is creative to them. Like, I mean, landscapes can be very creative. And actually, like you're for landscape photographer, you probably have way more freedom than a damn food photographer or a damn real estate photographer, because with that, it just is what it is. But landscapes are like all different types of places and different looks, but not so much. If you're shooting a burger, you're shooting a fucking burger.
Sure.
Well, arguably,
You play with the light.
the light's different. The layers of the burger is different. There's
Who
a whole
made
bunch
it?
of stuff.
Yeah.
Who's holding it? How it's plated? All those things are. I think there's just as much freedom in just
That's what-
about any type of photography that you do. Like it's all
Right.
pretty much infinite because there's so many variables that it literally becomes infinite in your ways to shoot it. But I don't. Once again, I don't like when people have to like narrow themselves down to one thing that they like to do. Like maybe
Yeah.
if your thing is photography, you're a photographer, sure. But maybe at some point you may try to do a little bit of video work. Or if you're a painter, you may try to do something else. Like I don't feel like we should limit ourselves in what we do as an artist to still be creative.
Right. And I
But
wonder.
that's the commercial. That's the privatization of like, or the fully realized idea of do what you love and you'll never have to work a day in your life mindset of turning the things that you like to do into a way to make money instead of just doing them because you like doing them.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. True.
Yeah. I can get behind that as being a big giant creative drag.
I mean, it'd be great if someone could pay me to do whatever I wanted to do, right?
Right. But
Like, just do whatever you want to do.
at the same time, like, I would get so bored of that so fast. Like, part of the thing that drives me to do the things that I do is like because I'm bored of what I currently do for money.
All right.
It's like photography and art is a way to escape those things or to deal with the things going on in my life. And I feel like everybody has those ways of like interpreting those feelings. Like that's why art exists. Like it's an interpretation of your inner monologue if you have one. And to like try to monetize that kind of like, I don't know, it's so deeply personal and like now you're trying to sell it. Just weird.
Right.
But I get it. I just don't have to like it.
Yeah. And I think that I was going to say a second ago, I forgot. I think that maybe some people, like some photographers, probably love shooting just food. So
Yeah.
they spend a lot of time shooting that. But I'm sure that I'm sure that they still love photography and probably shoot other things as well. I would hope that that's the way that would turn out. It would ruin it for me a little bit if getting paid to do the one type of photography ruins your love for photography.
Right.
You know, that would ruin it for me. But I'd like to think that there are people out there that love shooting food that also just really like doing landscapes when they go on vacation or lifestyle shots of their time, documentary style, whatever, you know.
Right.
I want to believe that that's still a thing.
I'm sure it is.
I have yet to see it, to be honest with you.
But I don't know.
I always hear people saying, I do this, and that's what I do.
Well, that's because that's what they're selling to the world. But I want to know what they do for themselves artistically. Like, what is their artistic outlet?
Sure.
That'd be a good thing to figure out. I've never heard anyone say that part.
Right.
They'll
I'm
just be like,
curious.
I usually I shoot people. That's what I do.
Because maybe they don't post stuff like that up on Instagram because they don't want the potential clients to confuse what they do for fun with what they see in public.
Right. That's true.
Maybe.
So I don't
That'd be
know.
a good question to ask someone.
Well, there you go. Write that
Find
down.
someone who really does. Find someone who is really into a certain, like Walter. That'd be fun to ask Walter because he's really more into like portraiture, and he came out with us one time to do like street, just to walk around. And
Yeah.
he came and it wasn't really like he even said like, I don't really do this, but it's kind of cool or whatever. But he only shoots like weddings and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So
like
I'd be
posed
interested
stuff.
in wondering like,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we should have him on sometime. Pick his
be
brain.
Right. Yeah, because I don't want it ruined for me. I don't want my dream ruined.
Yeah.
My dream of somebody getting paid to be a photographer and that just doesn't care for photography anymore. Like I don't want that to be real.
some
I hate
people
to tell
actually
you,
don't
but
give a shit about photography.
it probably is real.
They just want money.
Well, I'm sure it's real in cases. There's always that chance for that to be a reality. I just don't want it to be normal. Like I want to pretend like it isn't. I want to pretend like people do what they love and get paid for doing what they love, and they still like doing it.
Right. Well, that's when like you can actually see that in real time with like lots of big name creators. Like
Right.
shit, don't ask me a name right now, but plenty of them will change the way that they do things. Like I just watched Peter McKinnon and Maddie Hapoya's podcast, and like they're super popular for doing tutorial stuff. They're not doing tutorial stuff.
Yep.
When's the last time we saw a tutorial from either one of them? It's been a while. Maybe once last year.
A lot of B-roll
But like they don't talk about it anymore.
reviews, a lot of reviews on things or just products and stuff.
Yeah. Ted Forbes used to do hundreds of videos on like different types of photographers and like art in general and photography movements and styles of stuff, and now he does gear reviews. So like maybe I don't know where I was going with that. Maybe people change the way that they do things to keep it interesting because it got boring or they ran out of stuff. I don't know. People change. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, for sure. But I just mean like I don't. If you're doing it now, let's just for the sake of this conversation, we're doing it now because we love doing it. Maybe like Jaleesa niched down and just focused on her online presence on her Instagram account was a lot of portfolios or portraiture in her portfolio,
Mhm.
and she started selling that and getting more and more work for that. Is she going to stop doing street and landscape photography after doing that for a year or two? Will she just be tired of doing photography in general?
Right.
I don't want her to lose interest in the art altogether because she's kind of focused down on the one thing, and then she finds out that she just kind of got burned out on it.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you don't, like, as a content creator on YouTube, I feel like you have a little bit more flexibility with what you can do. Like, you have an expectation from your audience, but if they understand you and your personality and you've shared that with them as you were growing, then they would kind of see it coming,
Right.
that it
Yeah.
might change a little bit here and there. But when your job is to go take pictures of people, that's what you get paid to. Like, I don't feel like that you would have that same flexibility without sacrificing a little bit more than maybe you could afford. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I'd
wonder
agree with
if some photographers who are like rely on photography as like an income, if they envy like the people who actually have the time to go out and do whatever the hell they want to, versus it being like, well, this job is kind of shitty, but I'm gonna go ahead and take it because I don't know when the next job is gonna come, or maybe I'm short on money, so I'll just go ahead and do this.
Yeah.
And I mean, that would suck to be in that position where you're like, well, I guess I'll take what I can get. Like, imagine how that feels.
Yeah. No.
That would suck. And we have the luxury to be like, if we don't like something, we're like, eh. Or even if it might be a decent amount of money, and we're like,
Right. Yeah.
do I want to do it?
I don't know if I'm feeling that one. I'll pass.
$10,000, you said, to shoot a shoe. What color is it?
We can talk
Purple.
about that one. This goes back a few episodes.
that. Yeah. I mean, depending on how many zeros, I might be interested.
Right.
I mean, does it go against whatever the hell you stand for? If you hate the fucking color yellow and they're like, take a picture of this yellow shoe, I give you $200. You're like, fuck you. If it was blue, I might take a picture of it, but I don't want to.
I don't know.
I
I
might
think I
hate
would be
yellow,
like,
but I mean, $200 is $200.
right.
That's the thing. It's like, what matters enough to you to where you're like, maybe someone who's like religious and you're like, take a picture of this picture of the fucking devil, and they're like, no, I can't do it. It goes against my religious beliefs,
I'll
no matter
do
how
either
much
way.
money you give me.
Either way, you want me to take a picture of a nativity scene at Christmas time? I'll do it. You want me to take a picture of Satan with a person giving him a lap dance in a music video? I'll do it.
Oh hell yeah, I do it for free, right? You
Like-
say you want to do what? Okay, yeah, I'm all behind that.
Like
How
we-
much? You don't even have to pay me.
No, I'm down. It'll be fun.
Yeah, think of something that really goes against like your beliefs. If someone was like, "Hey, wear this fucking shirt with Jesus on that says I love Jesus," and take a picture with up at the podium with Jesus behind you and with your
Do it.
fingers up like this, and we'll give
Do it.
you $500 and and in the video say, "I love Jesus." I do it too, shit.
With me, I mean, I'm the wrong person to ask if I would or wouldn't do something. I mean, that is a very narrow thing, like, that I won't do. Like, it's the list is very short and it's very focused on things that I won't do. Pretty much everything else I'm up for.
We're gonna take this fake dick that has fake cum in it and go like this.
See, you had to take it there. You had to take it there. But also,
I did.
yeah, I'll photograph that as well. I wasn't going to go there, but yes, I'll participate. I don't care.
Something died over there. I got it covered. Damn it. Hold on.
So this is my
Nah,
this
I'm
is my
here.
favorite.
He has.
That's my favorite.
Do you have
bit.
the same shit on right now? No, a different hat.
God damn, dude! Look at that.
If he had the same hat on, it'd be good, right?
That is fucking baller. So close.
It's funny because before I took this, of course, whenever someone's getting ready to take a picture of you, you just tense up, and he had his face like, and I was like, smile, and then he smiled because the sun was on the other side, and then he smiled, and that's what we got. Like, well, don't look fucking awkward, and then he did that.
Right. Totally fucking awkward.
This episode is brought to you by Technical Issues. That's the end of the episode. Thanks for watching, and thank you to Glenn for supporting the podcast. Greatly appreciated, dude. And we will see y'all next week. Bye.